Hello, chumrades! Today I figured I'd visit r/BritishMemes on Reddit to see what deep-fried nonsense they have going on for me there. So, without further ado, shall we get stuck into it? My parents in their 30s. This would make a wonderful home to extend our family. Me in my 30s. I'll never financially recover from the lower pack batter. The bane of British existence, I'm sure. The house prices over here are quite frankly ridiculous. I think another colonisation effort is in order. Let's go and find some more houses elsewhere. The King of France. Yes, fantastic idea. Let's bloody go over and give them what for. We'll bloody give them a radical hiding. Take back Brittany. Rightfully our territory as far as I'm concerned. We'll bloody take it back. Just you wait. Meanwhile in Hull. Proper British blokes stopped waiting for that bus to arrive, probably about 15 minutes early, or 15 minutes late rather. Thought he'd have a pint while he's doing it. That's pretty much Britain summed up at its best. The rest of you chaps out there, you were conquered by 50-year-olds called Cecil or Montgomery or things like that, who were absolutely, completely legless while drinking gin, scotch, and all manner of alcoholic beverages. Bristol live, man baptised and flooded roundabout under. He's making do with what he has. Good for him, I say. Bloody, get fully submerged and accept the Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ into your heart. Possibly not quite the River Jordan, but we make do. We always have. Brits encouraged to get rats as pets as they are sociable, intelligent, and friendly. Hopefully the rats can pass these traits on to the British people. Yes, we have a... Mind you, I suppose that's here you are. In terms of, intelligent is more a southern trait and friendly is more a northern trait. I suppose clearly, selective breeding northerners and southerners only ends up with Birmingham. So maybe we shan't try that again. Maybe let's get as many people as possible rats. I think... Mind you, the Scousers would eat them all if the songs are to be believed. The British Empire, when you mention a random useless rock in the middle of the ocean, but no one else has claimed it. Yes, certainly, and we're not apologising for it either. If you wanted that bloody rock, your ancestors should have been 1, better sailors, and 2, better fighters, but they were neither. So you know what? The rock's ours now. Bugger off! This cafe will be closed from the 27th of August and reopening on the 3rd of September. I'm having a fucking break from dinner. Oh my word. Imagine going through the effort of opening up your own shop, filling in all the tax forms and such, the lease agreement on the property, or even buying the property, just to hire bloody Tina, the absolute, the Butcher of Prague, screams in your ear every bloody second. Causes you to need a holiday from the 27th to the 3rd of September after a long summer, presumably. Fair enough indeed. Bloody calm down, Tina. Dear Lord, my dear, you really need to calm down with an attitude like that. Ah, yes, very important part of the English language here. Dog shit is equivalent to very poor in quality. Bullshit is equivalent to not true. Horse shit is equivalent to nonsense. Ape shit is equivalent to rambunctious. Very adult word there, we like that one. And batshit is equivalent to insane. This is an excellent feature of English that we should continue building upon. I completely agree. In engineering, we already have the metric fuckton, which, is a precise and accurate measurement down to a T. Every engineer worth his weight in salt can measure out a metric fuckton. Where did it all go wrong? Oh my word, the original bobbies, that chap looking like a, Mr. Beast without the facial hair, water fountains to that, and the telephone boxes, all a tragedy. Absolute shame, I say, bring it back to the old ways, bring that back, a bit of that imperial spirit. This is what happens when we let the people vote. I think Sir Winston Churchill once said that the best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. Only 22 countries have never been invaded by Britain. Where are we? Andorra, Belarus, Bolivia, Burundi, Central African Republic, Chad, the Congo, the Republic of, Guatemala, the Ivory Coast, one of the stands, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Mali, Marshall Islands, Monaco, Mongolia, Paraguay, Sweden, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and the Vatican City. Yes, absolutely to-do list. I tell you, all of you chaps, come with me. We'll bloody give them a ruddy good hiding. Finish off the list. We're not underachievers here. We're going for big numbers. British chaps in movies is real life. Yes, unfortunately, most of my fellow countrymen seem to have rather taken to. It's sort of a mix between Gopnik fashion and just absolute, drudgery. I think we should certainly move towards the upper part. I think we should. Nowadays, people know an Englishman when they see one. The problem is, it's usually bloody Paul on beach at Ibiza, absolutely fat out of his mind, covered in sunburn and, screaming, all manner of obscenities. We need to go back to being sophisticated, calm gentlemen. Who conquered the world? Rural towns in the colonies. Rural towns in Great Britain. Yeah, it does seem to be. Yes, it looks like there's the bloody every rural town in the US looks like it's on the set for Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, and for us it looks like H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. Funnily enough, actually, I presume that's probably due to time periods and such they were written in. But yeah, our rural towns are bloody lovely. I don't know why on earth anyone would live in the city. It's just outrageous at this point. When you find out Americans microwave water to make tea, laughs in British. Yes, as it presently stands, I think that should be, a reason that you can be taken to The Hague. I'm not entirely sure how true it is. I've only seen a few meme videos, but you colonial chaps, any of you colonials watching this video, tell me if you do that, and also give me your name and address so I can come and re-educate you on our ways. When I was visiting, a homeless man saw me looking at Big Ben and said, "Oh, they don't have clocks in America." I was devastated. Those backward savages. Our homeless people are out competing you, making you look silly, quite frankly. Oh well, what can be done? When you're the most tea-consuming country in the world, but Great Britain gets all the memes. Well, Turkey, you don't actually drink actual tea, do you? You drink tisane, herbal tea. It's not quite the same. Tea is from the plant Camellia sinensis or Camellia sinensis samica. In terms of actual tea leaves, I think we still take the biscuit. Mind you, Taylor of Harrogate's and Yorkshire tea, they don't really count as tea. They're wrong, and Spiff, again if you're watching this, I know you've got my bloody letter by now. We are going to duel this until you rebuke Yorkshire tea as being the absolute stain on tea culture that it is. Roses are red, violets are blue. Piers Morgan forced to deny that he played the Pigeon Lady in Home Alone 2. Oh my word, the resemblance is uncanny, it must be said. No, I wouldn't tarnish her name, even slightly like that, comparing her to Piers Morgan. Pensioner kills a seagull by grabbing its feet and swinging it into a wall in front of crying children at a popular seaside resort after it's stolen his chip. Shouldn't have been for Chip, similar. Oh, the Nor, what a wonderful place it is. I remember one time I was walking down, having a lovely Cornish pasty, and there I was, enjoying myself, when, vroom, out of nowhere, like a bloody German bomber dive-bombing towards me, the bloody seagull came and pinched my Cornish pasty. Naturally I managed to give it a good wallop on the head, and it buggered off shortly after that, but, that pasty will always be in my memory. I'll still have flashbacks about it. British people, ants. Beans and toast. Weird loyalty to their queen. Well, king now, I suppose. Innate instinct to line up in single file and travel in a queue. Take things that aren't theirs back to their colony. Love for crumbly pastries. And ants can lift up to 5,000 times their own body weight. Well, I'm getting there. So this is less of a Venn diagram for me and more of a bloody circle, and I'm proud of it as well. Yes, can confirm the British people are indeed eusocial. However, we're not insects. American schools, we pledge allegiance. Meanwhile, in British schools, good morning, everybody. Oh my word! Every single British person here has had a flashback to their days in primary school. It's not a good flashback either. Mind you, to be fair, I absolutely, you know, the school assemblies in primary school, just basically going out and banging out Jesus anthems for free was bloody fantastic. I'm not entirely sure what you colonial chaps do in your primary schools, or equivalent thereof, but, you know, it will never top ours. Year 6 Mafia for life. French, singular, le, la, le. Plural, les, singular, il, lo, la, li, plural, I, gli, le. Oh my word, it started raining quite suddenly. German. I'm not even going to say. And then English, the. That's all we need. Short and sweet. I think that's a good place to end it. Thank you for joining me on this particular safari through bloody Reddit. I know. Devastating. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and subscribe and share it around with all your friends. But yes, thank you for joining me. Now go do something better with your time, for God's sake. Cheerio!